Hey guys, this is Krelith. We are here to look at Skyrim today. I am joined by MightyMutt.
Hello!
And Yamster.
Yo!
And Pillowfort.
I don't want to do this video because it's interrupting me actually playing Skyrim.
Yeah, get used to it.
Yep, let's do it. Let's get this out of the way and then get back to killing the dragons.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Sweet.
I killed
start.
dragons.
let's
for
go
a living.
look at some Skyrim.
Woohoo!
Skyrim!
If the British Empire and its Commonwealth last for 1,000 years.
Dragon logo.
Dragons.
Okay,
Stone.
so if you didn't know this stone was like to help out your stats.
Yeah, you would be right.
Yeah.
Let's not
Purposely
go down
designed
that
hole.
road.
Yeah, that's just...
Mm-hmm.
So I've made my character actually quite stealthy for the most
Your
part.
hearers. You gonna pickpocket him? No. Nope. Oh, you're gonna right in the
snap.
neck.
Are you rocking
Slice.
heavy armor and a stealth class?
At this point in the game, actually, this might be when I had iron armor.
Oh right.
I forget. I've played a lot of
Any old
Skyrim
iron
since
armor?
then. But not long
Skyrim's
after
a game
this.
that involves swords then, right?
Well,
Yeah.
not long after this, a dragon attacked me outside while there were some Justicars walking past, and one of them got killed, and then I just looted that guy's armor, so I started the game pretty much with some
That's pretty
horrendously
dope.
good elven armor.
Yeah.
It's always handy.
I've been worried about like siding with any Daedra because those Justicars will mess you up.
Yeah.
I'm doing the Azura thing right now, so I'm thinking like as soon as I get done doing that, are they gonna come up and start randomly attacking me? Is that how
I've
it works?
done that.
I don't know.
I've done that, and I haven't had any issues.
Well, I just found out in my game that I'm probably going to become a werewolf quite soon, which is quite good. Well,
Yeah,
not,
there's
maybe not
werewolves.
quite soon, but at some point. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Well, sorry.
You could have
You were in the surprise.
had
I didn't tell you where. I didn't
Oh yeah.
put it in the
I'm not
spoilers.
sure they should be on live at the moment.
The moment that you find out there are werewolves,
Look at this
is
chick.
just, oh yeah, she's like a pincushion.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Could hang coats off her. Just stand her in the corner of the room. Instant coat stand.
I love just putting arrows into people and watching them run around with arrows.
The archery so
Not
much
even
better
just
in
in
this
Skyrim.
than in Oblivion, no?
Yeah, I mean the perks in the archery tree make it a lot more viable.
Yeah, I have, without even unlocking too many of them, just the archery itself just feels smoother and better and nicer.
It's
We should
better,
probably
but
describe
I-
what's going on here.
Yeah,
Alright.
probably.
Yeah,
This is
I'm
the upgrade
kinda-
trees.
So this is Aurora
It looks
Borealis.
kind of Final Fantasy 13.
But
I don't want to
good,
say that,
you
but
know?
it does. But good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what these things are is they're perk trees, I guess. Where if you
Yeah.
specialize in any specific form of combat or magic or armor, then you can unlock stuff in these trees, which do better stuff within that focus.
Tree. Yeah.
Thanks for the
That
clarity.
that got the point across, I think.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
in a very ramblistic way, so you know.
But yeah, every
You're
time you
keeping
level
with
up,
the
you get
RambleView.
every time you level up, you get 10 points that you can put into health, stamina, or malika, and then you get a perk point, which can then be used to unlock a perk that you've got sufficient skill for in whatever tree you decide to go with. I'm a little annoyed they got rid of the athletics tree in this game. One thing I liked in Oblivion was leveling up my athletics so I could jump about 30 feet.
Yeah, but then
I-
you just
I
ended up
constantly-
spending half the game skipping everywhere,
Yeah.
basically.
Jumping around on houses.
Just bunny hopping
Book.
everywhere. It was.
Oh,
it
is
was
this an
difficult
upgrade book? Yes, it is.
Nice.
You
It was
always like it
difficult
when you
to
open the book.
show off being like a badass in these games
I can see
when
you
like,
enjoyed that
you were
book.
just skipping everywhere.
Yep. I was just like running into town and just hopping across houses.
Out of principle,
You
I
just
haven't
don't
been picking
steal
up
his
any
trousers.
Imperial stuff.
For no reason. You're not even planning on wearing them.
No, I pick things up and sell them.
That's how it
the
always
most part.
goes.
That's how
in
you
these
get gold.
games.
You're a bit of a kleptomaniac then, yeah?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
everybody
it's
in a
my old
Bethesda
setup.
game is a kleptomaniac.
Yeah, well, I remember when I first got Oblivion, I was like, oh, a pot. Oh, what's that? Oh, I pick up everything. And then it's just, you're
Yeah.
over encumbered. I'm
You
like,
do
"Oh."
start to discern between the
alright
valuable
then.
and the waste of
Yeah,
time.
I mean, I guess it would be the same for anyone coming in, you know, in on this game, because it doesn't really give you much indication, you know, what's value and what isn't, other than
Did you
know,
see
obviously
the
giving you
Penny
value.
Arcade comic recently about that?
Nope.
where
No.
Gabe picks up every broom in the entire game just in case he gets to the broom dungeon and he needs them.
But don't you think that sometimes you're like, oh, this
Yeah.
troll skull, I don't know what it
I may
does.
need this.
Does it do nothing? Is it going to be for a fetch quest at some point and I'm going to need loads of these? Should I hold it?
I'll tell you, if you're like that, the Dwarven Ruins will drive you insane.
Yeah, I hate it when you get to like overloaded dungeons type things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
And-
you're walking, what is that, an orcish sword that you got there, is it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's some sort of frosty one.
Okay,
maybe.
yeah, I've got
Frosty
a
swords.
frosty...
Oh no, this might be
I've
the
got a
farmer
frosty
sword. sorry.
iron mace.
Oh, and
I think it's
new,
called the Farmer's
new
Sword,
appearance here. The lockpicking mechanic is lifted out of Fallout 3 instead.
Yeah, I was
But,
going to
yeah.
say.
Nowhere near as restrictive.
Yeah, I really like that you can pick every lock in the game like
Yeah.
straight off the bat, but your likelihood of achieving it is minimal. Because
Well, it was the same in Oblivion, but just with a different look.
yeah,
Yeah, it does feel a bit refined to the lock picking system from Oblivion, though. It feels a bit more forgiving
more
and
like
a bit
lock
nicer,
picking.
you know?
Yeah, I was really good at the Oblivion one though, which is why I was a little bit disappointed when this one took pages out of Fallout's book.
as soon as you get
But
that skeleton
works.
key, you don't even have to bother with it anymore. Though it's like
Is that in this game?
I would assume so. Yeah, because you get Azura's Star was in Oblivion.
Morrowind and Oblivion, yeah.
So I have to imagine if you do some stuff for the Daedric gods, then you get game-breaking items.
Yeah.
I don't know if like do you remember the Wabberjack from Oblivion?
That is in this game.
Wabberjack?
Oh, really?
I never saw
Nice.
a Wabberjack.
Yes.
So
What's a
the
Wabberjack?
Wabberjack, it's this stick where if you hit any like enemy or townsperson with it, you'll transform them into a completely random other like just model, I guess.
Okay,
And then
any other sort of person from the game or thing
Yeah.
from the game sort of thing, yeah. Okay.
I haven't actually found it in this game, but I've seen it on websites
Right.
talking about it.
Well, that's good because that hopefully means that the star of the last game, which was Shagoroth, I can't remember his name, but he was in the Shivering Isles. He's the best character of that game. I hope that means he's going to make a reappearance.
Have you just
You
got
are-
your heal spell on the whole time, by the way?
Yeah, for the most part. At this
Okay.
point in the game, I was quite obsessed with sort of one-handed and then healing when I'm backing away.
We'll
Rather
see.
than just going for a shield.
And what
Yeah.
class did you go for overall? Sort of, you know what race?
I'm a wood elf.
Is there any
So-
reason that she's totally apathetic to you murdering these people?
She just, well, she cooks
She
and
just
cleans and
cooks
does
and
everything else.
Yeah, see,
It's
I
the
went.
best.
I went.
I was thinking,
Imperial,
is there some kind of
basically, but,
context to this? But I think she's just
She's the most
actually
cold-blooded person in this whole game.
I think she's
Sees
just a
people
moron.
get murdered in front of her. Whatever.
Yeah.
I just cook and clean. I saw nothing.
See, I alternate between my spells. I've got sparks that I use offensively as a distance thing, and then if anyone comes up close, I hit them with my mace, and then I
That's
just
smart.
quick flick.
Have you
between
found any
healing
companions
and
yet?
what's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a companion. Well, I've got a companion anyway, but then she got replaced when I had to go out and do another mission with someone else.
I currently have 4 available to me.
Yeah,
and I
and they're
only
just
use
sitting
one.
there.
Well, one of them is just, and you're on the Azura's Star quest now, so
Oh, I
you
get
may
one
or
after
may
that,
not
then.
get her at the end. It depends which way you go.
It's pretty
But
cool.
yeah, she's monstrous.
As in, just
I
annoying. Oh, there's a bear trap.
Yeah, I got bear trapped.
You don't look like a bear.
I got hit with traps like bear traps and other things.
Clearly,
like
you've
pressure
never
plates.
seen the movie Severance.
Well, my issue
have
is that
seen
I
it
always get
straight.
hit by these things. I always miss them. So one thing I did not long after this
As you
video was
trip in
taken,
another one.
yeah, was level my sneak up so that I can.
You're gonna trip that
never,
wire?
Never trigger.
Oh,
Oh,
Saw that one. Almost still got nailed in the face by that thing.
Yeah, I find that the dungeons are a bit more varied and interesting in like the things they have in them and the puzzles and
Yeah,
stuff to
like
get through
almost
them and
every
stuff.
dungeon seems to have something unique about
Yeah,
it,
and
even if it's just an enemy at the
much
end or
more
some
so
sort of
than
room.
the original. Well, dare I say the original? Much more so than Oblivion, basically.
Yeah.
And they all look a lot prettier, and the layout's a lot sort of different for each one. It's not just a succession of corridors sort of thing. I mean, it feels more like an actual area in the real world sort of idea.
yeah. They could have coasted, man. They could have just created this cool world and filled it with stuff. But then again, they just decided to go and make the architecture really grand and beautiful as well. I'd be happy if this looked like shit, because it's brilliant.
And at least, I mean, it does have a few sort of technical hang-ups here and there, but at least it's not as jagged as, you know, walking through a field in Oblivion was, sort of thing. It doesn't hang every couple of seconds.
It does look. It feels really bad to say it looks current gen, because old games didn't. But
No,
these
more
do.
than that. More than that, this looks like
In places, this looks
a
fantastic.
very slight improvement on Oblivion. There's even on the PC, which I'm running it on here, there's frame rate issues, and the graphics the textures are.
And
very
how are
substandard.
the settings on here? What
This
settings?
is all
have
on
you got?
Ultra. Everything's
Ooh,
maxed
on
out.
Ultra.
Whirlwind Sprint. I don't have that. I've got something to do with flame breath or something, I think.
You haven't got very far in the main quest line.
Okay, yeah. No,
It's
I haven't.
virtually the first thing you get.
No, I haven't done much main quest. I've been going off and doing guild stuff and just wondering.
Yeah.
You know what, the one thing I wish this game had that it won't? That was something.
What the hell was that? Was that a flying mammoth?
My theory is that when you use that whirlwind sprint, that the whole world sinks beneath you, so that you don't get caught on any scenery. In which case, that mammoth just got left.
Well, if you're ever hunting, it's a good way of finding prey, I guess.
Yeah,
isn't
no.
it?
Yeah, right.
Have you
No, it's
attempted
never
to kill a
happened enough
mammoth yet? You run up against any giants?
I've managed to kill one giant.
Do you have a?
Which
do you
was,
have
I
a-
proper cheesed him by finding a point on halfway up a cliff that he couldn't reach me on from the side,
Throwing
That's
stuff.
and then just fired arrows at him constantly.
I didn't
My-
know about the giants first time I met them. I soon
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
My
unfortunately,
dragon story,
I had that kind of
not-
spoiled for me. I heard about that beforehand on a podcast, so I knew not to pick a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I did, unfortunately, is I just learned the raise zombies spell, and I decided to try it out on like this wolf or something that I'd slain, and then so I raised that, and then we walk along a bit because you have 60 seconds worth of it hanging about, and it ran up to the giant and aggroed him, and then I had to just I deal with it, which meant getting my arse whooped. Great.
Ooh,
Open
explain
the-
what
oh,
we're
that's
seeing
in the
with
eye.
the powers and stuff and the quick menu and stuff here, Krelith, to people that don't know.
The favourites menu.
Yeah, the
Okay.
favourites thing is what
Yeah, you can set items and spells into a favourites menu so that you can quick select them.
Is there a limit to that, or is it
list.
just maybe
No,
it's
there's no limit, but the problem with that is that you end up putting so much stuff on there that you like using that it gets really,
Yeah, you have to kind of manage it a
really
bit.
tedious looking through a massive list of your favourite
But
stuff.
I really do like the way that it does that, and you know you can quick access 2 spells by putting them on left and right on the D-pad as well.
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah.
It's also worth noting that I'm playing this on a controller on the PC because this game is yet another example
A
of
game that was designed.
a game that was made for a controller. You can play it perfectly functionally with a mouse and keyboard, but the amount of creeping you have to do, especially if you want to play stealth, is
Oh, you
need
didn't
an
pick up
analog
that
stick
Nern
for
route. No.
No,
What it's missing in that
I can't
favourites thing.
avoid picking up Nern route because of how important it was
Yeah.
in like that quest in the last game.
And I don't know if it is the same this time.
Yeah, was
but
that the one
I'm
that
still
turned
doing
you
it.
back from being a vampire in the last game?
No,
Is that what it was,
it's
or was it something else?
I
Why would you
can't-
want to turn back?
Because apparently in this one, if you're a
it gets-
vampire for too long, you get booted from towns. Like they
Oh.
they know you're a vampire.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
see, being a vampire got a pain in the arse after a while, especially when you
Yeah.
want to go out in the day.
Yeah.
Damn it! I've been looking to be a vampire in this game so far because I loved it in Oblivion.
No, I
gave you a
I
bunch
did
of
it
neat
I did it
abilities.
for hours, and like as
Yeah.
I was saying before on the podcast, me and my flatmates played Oblivion for 360 hours between us.
Yeah.
So we did quite a bit. I think I might have spent 50 hours as a vampire, but after a while it got a bit boring. I was like, let's go back to not being a vampire and see what that's like for a change.
I hear that one of the cures for being a vampire in this one is to become a werewolf.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty interesting.
Oh, I was trying to say this earlier about the favourite system. What this game's missing is the ability to assign armor sets. Like I have a way that's built for me to be like a thief or a like an assassin class.
Yeah,
I just like to hit a button. And
you
then,
can't
like,
quick change out of armor sets,
No.
basically.
I
Yeah.
have to
It would be
select
really nice
everything.
if that were a feature, and it annoyed me to hell at this point in the game, but now I've actually got some quite good light armour that weighs next to nothing, so I can sneak around in it and still be protected.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
tell
more
Peter.
about the.
Oh.
That dog is down!
What the hell, man? I take that
Fuck
as a
that dog.
personal affront.
How was that? Sneak
Dog
That is a
meat?
beaut-
looking for you?
Dog meat?
That is some beautiful looking dog meat there.
Bastard. But I had to say, I do like the improvements they've made to the menu system. It's much cleaner and
Oh,
crisper
yeah,
and stuff
definitely.
generally.
Yeah.
I
As
like
it was
the
before.
subtle magic is on the left and items are on the right, so it makes me like connect putting magic into my left hand. It's
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess they knew most people would do it that way around. I wonder if anyone left-handed would do it the other way around.
Yeah.
You can if you
Email
want.
us.
Have you guys tried dual wielding magic spells yet? Just
Yep.
two
That-
different
that's all I
offensive
do.
spells.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
have like
I
one
love it.
charge fire spell, put them in both
Yeah.
hands. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can do the dual wielding where you level up and get a better spell for dual wielding as well.
Yep,
can't you?
I have that.
I
I'm
don't have
playing
that
like
yet, so I
pure
haven't done
magic
it
in
yet,
this,
but-
so yeah. That's,
Oh, it's such a good way. Every way you want to play is viable in this game.
Yeah, see,
which
I
it
went with
wasn't
a
in
nice
Oblivion.
mix of things because I wanted to try a bit of everything. I'm doing a bit of archery and a bit of single hand and a bit of magic, basically, just mixing up
and
between the three.
that's totally a viable strategy because like
Yeah.
by doing it, like by leveling up things, you're not blocking out anything unless you put perks into it.
Yeah.
So like deciding to do archery for a bit, that doesn't close off anything else. Just makes you all rounded a little better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I don't know about you, but I found that archery is the best way to deal with the dragon so far,
Really?
from a safe
Aw.
distance.
Ah,
Yeah, I die a few times against this
Oh,
guy.
you died. You died.
Yeah, I kind of mix and match when I'm going against dragons.
Well, I haven't fought that many. You'll be much more experienced in that. I fought the first one at the beginning of the game, and I came across another one that I fought multiple times and came close to winning, but lost every time. The first few times,
will
he kicked
admit-
my
Oh,
butt.
it's the dog again.
oh,
Yeah, the dog's going down again.
we have to
Fuck
relive
that
this continual dog murder. This is like Groundhog Day.
Sorry guys, my video.
Every dog has his day, and this isn't his.
My video gone. Just stopped.
Well, you're
We
just
can
going to have
f-
to
yeah,
put
we-
up with
we can fill you
listening
in,
to us
yeah.
for now then.
This is radio for you now.
Cool.
Oh wait!
there's some
oh man!
ale.
Look what we're getting now. Oh, you
wouldn't
it's a shame
believe
we
what
what
get
has just
drunk.
happened. There's just there's like 12 dogs in here right now, and you're missing
Getting drunk, and he's not even on about animals either. There's just some really
Yeah.
horrible women.
So what's
Yeah.
the context of you doing this, or are you just raiding places because you can?
This was just when I was in my random raiding phase.
Dovahkiin doesn't need like a reason to do any of his anything. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
But yeah, going back to the dragon slaying, I've been using archery a lot more recently because I've developed a technique of whenever I find a dragon spawn on me, I run for the nearest encampment of Imperials or Giants or anything that
Yeah,
I
it's
can
good to
fight
have-
against the dragon.
Yeah, it's good
just
to have things
distract it.
distracting it. And basically,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you,
it's
you
great.
want to roll deep when you're going up against a dragon.
Yeah, it's really great the way that works. And there was one time, as I said on Twitter yesterday, where I had two dragons spawn and they fought each other, and I just sort of stood there and watched while one of them killed the other.
Nice.
And then the one that was left over had about a third of its health left, so I took it down pretty easily and got 2 souls out of that.
Sweet.
Nice.
You got the,
I've currently got-
one that the other dragon killed still, yeah?
Yeah,
Nice.
because as long as a dragon dies, you get the soul, even if you didn't touch it.
Sweet.
Oh,
That feels
have
like
you seen it?
cheating, really.
It's not. It's just taking advantage of the situation. That's all.
Yeah,
You're being
I-
clever.
I like to play this game in a similar way that a lot of people play Demon Souls and Dark Souls, in
Sure.
that you kind of use the game's nuances against it. So if you can find a point on a cliff where you can stand halfway up and nothing can reach you, then that's a good way to take down a really,
Same
really
way
tough
of-
opponent.
Same story in Oblivion and that. There was always
Oh, is this about to happen again? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man, you should really edit these beforehand. You really should.
Fortunately, I think I quick saved before I went in there. That's a nice feature of
Cat
PC.
lady.
The quick save.
Cat lady. Have you figured out any reason to want to kill giants and mammoths other than just like being
Because
able
you
to say you
can.
did?
The achievement of doing it, yeah, that's about it.
Oh, is there an achievement? I hadn't.
No.
Well, when they
meant-
clear
I
it-
didn't
General
mean
achievement.
your crappy
Whatever happens
in-game
is doing
achievements.
things for the sake of it. Honestly.
Yeah, I meant the achievement of just achieving it. That's all. Not
No, I'm
gifted
definitely
in
gonna
silly
give it a
points.
shot. I want to know if there's a story benefit.
I don't know, because on the map, they like the mammoth packs come
Yeah.
up on the map, and when you clear it, it says cleared.
There are a lot of people in this game
So-
that like talking to themselves,
Yeah.
just to be handy.
Generally
and give
about
away,
poker.
just to give away where they are to anybody that happens to be there. It's nice.
yeah. Just a little bit of exposition here and there, and
I like that they decided to make the bandits look a little bit more like Fallout 3, like random NPCs,
Bandits.
like Cyborgs and stuff.
Well, somebody's got to have an agent as well, right? That didn't work.
No, that really didn't do much.
I blame the
damage.
box.
Oh well. So that's Skyrim.
ooh,
It is.
the sky has been.
Why are you not setting this guy on fire?
That's my healing spell I've got on it.
Oh,
At this
it
point in the
looked
game,
like
it was
fire.
quite early on, and I wasn't really used to changing weapons mid-fight.
I tried it during Eurogamer, and the result
Were you
was
just
that I
trying to
just
regularly
flailed
lush
and
out him and
died.
then ended up dashing forward?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Forgetting which shout you've got equipped.
Yeah.
And I've got like 7 shouts now,
Mhm.
so I never remember which one was equipped at any given time. I've just got one that leveled up all 3 words at the same time,
Nice.
and it's like in Metal Gear Solid, it's the knock when you knock on a wall kind of equivalent. You throw your voice and put people off.
Oh,
That's brilliant.
I don't really know what it exists
I
for.
could have used that just now because I wanted to do the when you do the Thieves Guild, there's a little bit where you can sneak past a couple of guards. I wanted to do that like fully sneaky because it was the Thieves Guild, but I ended up having to kill some of them because I couldn't get past. That would have been great. I would have been able to do it, pro level, but I had to just settle for my terrible non-sneaky class.
I'm rolling through the Mages, well, not the Mages Guild, but the equivalent of the Mages Guild quest line. So at the moment, I haven't come across any thieves or the Dark Brotherhood yet.
No,
Oh, Dark
yeah, I
Brotherhood's
definitely want
fun.
to get the Dark Brotherhood in. They were brilliant in Oblivion.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it starts the same way. In Oblivion, you had to outright murder an innocent
No, it
person
doesn't
to get
start
their
like that now.
attention.
You have to. There's a kid who starts reciting the Black Sacrament. You hear about it through like.
Oh, man.
Nice. You hear about it through NPC dialogue, and you go do this thing for him. Then after you're done with that, when you fall asleep in any bed, you get taken to a cabin, and then you get told that you encroached on one of the Dark Brotherhood's contracts, and that you need to do a job for them, and the job that you have to do is interesting. I'll leave it at that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, did they have as cool a headquarters as they had in the last game as well?
They have a cool, stained glass window, and
Oh, but
yeah.
not a cool underground secret headquarters.
No, it's underground. I'm just saying
Oh, okay,
the
okay.
stained glass
Let's
window
not
is
ruin
way
it.
cool.
Let's not
Yeah,
ruin it.
no. I wasn't asking for spoilers.
And an interesting artifact from the previous game gets delivered later on by one of the most interesting characters in all of games.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So do the Dark Brotherhood stuff because it's fun.
I definitely want to. It's
Yeah,
the best
yeah,
part
yeah.
of Oblivion.
Yeah, that bit
And
in the
these arrows
house
are
last
doing a lot of
game
damage.
where you had to kill the 5 people, but you had to do it in a different order.
Yeah.
Yeah. I screwed that one up because the last bloke that I killed in there was the bloke that puts on all of his armour and grabs a massive sword when he gets scared. Yeah.
Oh, the murder mystery house.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, that was cool.
hmm
And wasn't the one where you had to unscrew a light and make it look like someone killed himself? I think that was the assassin.
No, it was like a massive head that had been put up on the
yeah,
wall, and some
totally.
guy was sitting in his armchair sleeping, and you had to unscrew it so it looked like it fell on him, and killed him.
Oh, that game's great.
Yeah.
Well,
And this one's
If we're doing nothing,
amazing.
we're selling the previous game pretty
yeah,
well.
definitely.
Yeah.
But well, they
Which
said
at this point you can pick up for like £8 on
Yeah.
Steam.
yeah, but well, whereas that one could have been played for hours and hours, and as I said, I played 360 hours. Apparently,
Yeah.
this one you can play forever though, Skyrim.
Yeah. Oh, there are.
Well, for a start, there's Infinite Dragons.
Hey.
Forever.
There's Infinite Dragons, and there's some.
I like
side
that
quests
phrase.
that
Infinite
can,
Dragons is a good phrase.
Infinite
we should hear
Dragons.
more often.
There are side quests that like you can keep collecting bounties to go after different bandit kings and stuff like that who randomly generate when you pick up the new quest. And
Yeah, I've done a few of those.
I think there are some Thieves Guild stuff where you can continually break into places and forge their business like expenses.
I
so
swear,
they
at least
have-
100 of those 360 hours of mine in the last game was spent thieving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Just
do a lot of
plain
thieving.
thieving.
And I've had a not a bandit party, but like some sort
A
of
bandit
bounty hunter
party.
Yeah.
Yeah, some bounty hunters came and hunted me down.
Yeah, that
because
happened
I've
to me
been
too.
thieving so much stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've just realised now that I've done this dungeon that you're running through because I remember picking up that sword. That's
Yeah.
how extensive this game is. Like I can have done a section of this and not totally recall until yeah.
No.
There's so much in here.
Yeah, I'm surprised
It's
at the
massive.
variety in the level design of the dungeons
Mhm.
and everywhere else as well. It just, yeah, that's kind of taking me back. It's not something that you could really get over in screenshots and things as well. It's something that you can only
Mhm.
really appreciate when you're playing the game, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still haven't used this treasure map yet on my current save.
No, I haven't really figured out where it all is. I'm thinking that's Whiterun.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Because it has the WR at the top.
Says
there.
WR,
Yeah.
yeah, probably is. Might have to have a look into that.
Mhm.
I forgot I had that thing.
Whiterun's
And that's
a
another
town, I should
testament
mention
to
that.
this game, I guess.
Yeah.
You can pick up really important things and forget you have them because
Yeah.
there's so much else going on. Have you had that sort of moment of clarity yet, where you suddenly realise, hold on, every time I do a quest, I pick up 3 more. This
Yeah.
list of quests is getting
Uh-huh.
incredible.
Yep. It's like the best to-do list I've ever written.
Yeah. And then suddenly you remember, oh shit,
Yeah.
somewhere in this,
Yeah.
there's a main story.
Yeah.
It's,
I just don't know which
yeah,
one
if
it
it's
is
anything
anymore.
like the last game, it's so easy to get distracted in as well.
Mhm.
You know, it's just
Yeah.
you'll have something you definitely want to go and do. You concentrate on it, and then
That's
like
some fast
6
travel,
hours later, you're like, what was it I was going to do again?
Yeah.
There was something I was going to do.
What was the main purpose for my character being here?
I love this world map as well.
I do
that
like
you
the
can
new
sort of
fast
scroll
travel map,
around
yeah.
it, and the mountains are all in 3D. Well, not 3D, but it's
Well,
not
they are.
flat.
Yeah.
So you can kind of plot the best way to get up a mountain.
Mhm. Talk to that guy.
You got any?
Okay.
Are you feeling sick?
Have you guys bought a house yet?
I tried, but I can't find a guy in this town.
It's the dude who just stands around all day with the king.
But he doesn't stand there anymore. He's just not there when I go visit the king now.
Oh.
Maybe
Yeah.
you don't like him, maybe or he doesn't like you, or
Yeah.
maybe you killed him.
Maybe you annoyed him.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
or killed
But
him.
it's one of the first things I did was as soon as I got 5,000 gold, I bought a house and it's got an infinite space treasure chest in there.
Oh,
That
that's
just
so what you need
stash
from the
stuff in.
beginning in this game. It's a bit of a
Oh, it's
bugger.
incredibly useful,
I
especially
hear,
since
I hear what you want to do as soon as you own a house is to sleep in it. But
I haven't done that yet.
tell me what that's about, because I don't own a house yet. I'm assuming that means you have like a dream adventure, and that would be
maybe.
fun.
Yay, dream adventure.
Yeah, but
And that, gents,
but look
is
at
the
the sky.
Skyrim.
Oh, the end of the
Oh.
rim
Rim
of
of
sky.
sky.
That was nice.
All right. Well, we had fun. We'll see you next time on Cast Game RambleView.
RambleView.
Uh,